Welcome to Real English Podcast. I'm Annie.
And I'm Brendy.
Please remember to like, subscribe, and share with friends for the Real English Podcast.
If this feels fast, that's totally normal. This is how Americans really speak. You'll hear it again more clearly later, so just relax and enjoy.
So today we're doing a deep dive into something that honestly trips up a lot of English learners.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
It is a huge stumbling block for so many people.
Right. We are talking about English phrasal verbs and, the really common mistakes that learners make with them.
Yeah, but we really want to reassure you, the listener, that we are going to use very simple English today. We will go step by step.
Exactly. Because imagine you are in a really important job interview.
Right.
You answer every technical question perfectly,
Mm-hmm.
but you still do not get the job because you sound, well, like you are reading from an old textbook,
Yeah, that happens so often in the real world. And it is usually because of just one tiny, almost invisible grammatical thing. You avoided using phrasal verbs?
Right. And before we can fix those mistakes, we really need to understand what a phrasal verb actually is and why they're so important for sounding natural.
Definitely. So basically, a phrasal verb is when you combine a normal, everyday verb with a very small word, like a particle.
Like the words up, down, or out. Right.
Exactly. And together, those two words create a totally new meaning. Like, think of it as a chemical reaction.
Oh, a chemical reaction. That is a really great way to visualize it.
Yeah. So if you take the word look, that means use your eyes. But if you add the little word up, well, look up means to search for information.
Right, like looking up a word in a dictionary. It has absolutely nothing to do with physically looking at the sky.
Exactly. But because the meaning changes so drastically, learners often get scared. They experience what linguists call the avoidance phenomenon.
The avoidance phenomenon, that sounds intense. What does that mean exactly?
Well, it just means people actively avoid using them because they feel difficult. So instead of saying she turned down the job, a learner might say she rejected the job.
Oh, right, because rejected is just one single safe word.
Exactly. It is not grammatically wrong, but it sounds super stiff. It is way too formal for everyday spoken English.
But wait, there are like over 5,000 phrasal verbs in English, right?
Yeah, there are a lot of them.
So that feels like an impossible menu to memorize. Why would a learner even try to learn 5,000 random combinations?
Well, the good news is you do not need to learn all of them. Not even close.
Oh, really? That is a relief.
Yeah, just about 150 of them make up like 75% of everyday spoken English.
Wow, just 150. That is totally manageable. Let us actually practice one of those right now to build up your comfort level.
I love that idea. Let us do a repeat after me exercise. I will say a simple phrase, and you, the listener, just practice saying it out loud.
Okay, here we go. Repeat after me. I need to look up the address.
Great. Take a breath. Try it one more time. Nice and smooth. I need to look up the address.
Perfect. So, now that we know why phrasal verbs are so essential, we need to talk about the biggest structural mistake learners make.
Yes, this is a massive one. It is all about where to put pronouns.
Right. Because a lot of phrasal verbs are what we call separable, meaning you can physically split them apart.
Exactly. So you can put an object right in the middle of the verb and the particle. You
Yeah.
can say pick up my friend, or you can say pick my friend up.
Both of those are totally fine, but there is a very strict rule if that object is a pronoun.
Yes. If you use a pronoun like it, me, him, or her, it absolutely must go in the middle.
So you have to say, pick it up. That is the only correct way.
Right. You can never say pick up it. That is completely incorrect.
And if I want someone to wake me from a nap, I would say, wake me up, not wake up me.
Exactly. The pronoun is locked in the middle.
But why is that rule so unbreakable? Like, English breaks its own rules all the time. Why does this specific one matter so much?
Well, honestly, putting the pronoun at the end just sounds completely wrong to American ears. It entirely messes up the musical rhythm of the language.
Oh, because the short words like it and me do not have any vocal stress, right?
Exactly. The heavy energy of the phrase naturally lands on that little particle, the word up. So saying pick up it just feels clumsy, like a vocal hiccup.
That makes total sense. Let us have the listener practice that rhythm right now. You really have to feel it in your voice.
Good idea. Okay, repeat after me, pick it up.
Nice. Feel that stress on the last word. Let us do another one. Wake me up.
Awesome job. So, moving on from pronouns, let us look at another big trap. What happens when a phrasal verb is followed by another action word?
Oh, right. This is the -ing rule trap.
Yes, the ing trap. Certain common phrasal verbs absolutely must be followed by an ing verb, which we call a gerund.
So a really common example of this is the phrase look forward to.
Exactly. Learners almost always say, I look forward to see you.
Yeah, I hear that all the time in emails, but the correct phrasing is I look forward to seeing you.
Right. Or with verbs that mean continue. You would say, carry on talking, not carry on to talk.
I totally get why this is confusing for learners, though. I mean, normally the word to is followed by a simple basic action, like I want to eat or I need to sleep. So this feels contradictory.
Yeah, it is a very tricky exception.
Yeah.
Your brain is doing exactly what it was trained to do, but this specific phrase requires that ing ending.
So look forward to really requires special attention. Let us practice that correct version right now.
Okay, repeat after me. Really focus on that ending. I look forward to seeing you.
Let us lock that in. Do it one more time, really clear. I look forward to seeing you.
Beautiful. Okay, so we just talked about adding ing endings, but another huge trap for learners is adding way too many words.
Oh, right. The unnecessary preposition mistake, adding words that are just completely redundant.
Exactly. English prefers to be efficient, but learners often add prepositions to verbs that already have that exact meaning built right into them.
So, like saying return back. The word return literally means to go back.
Right. You are basically saying go back, back. So just say return or go back. You do not need both.
Okay, here is another one you hear a lot in business. Discuss about.
Right, because discuss already means to talk about something. So just say discuss or talk about. Do not mix them together.
Exactly. Same thing with explain about. The act of explaining covers the details. Just say explain.
And what about repeat again? That one is everywhere.
Oh, definitely. To repeat means to do it again. So just say repeat.
Or how about enter into the room? You are just saying the same thing twice. Just say enter the room.
And here is a really common one for anyone driving a car. Do not say drop me off to school.
Right. You should just say drop me off at school because you are arriving at a specific location. But, why do learners make this mistake so frequently?
Well, in a lot of native languages, those extra connecting words are actually required by the grammar.
Oh, so they are just directly translating it in their heads to be safe.
Exactly. They are just trying to be clear and precise. But English really prefers simple, direct expressions without repeating the meaning.
That makes a lot of sense. Less is definitely more. So to really cement everything you just learned, let us do a realistic role play.
Yes. We will demonstrate how these mistakes sound in an actual conversation compared to natural native speech.
We will do a short, slow, and clear role play twice. First, we will do the incorrect version. Listen for the extra words. You start.
Okay, here we go. Hey, can we discuss about our plans?
Sure. I will return back home at 6, so maybe after that.
Okay. Can you explain about the details later?
Okay, so that was the incorrect version. Did you hear how clunky that felt with all those extra words?
Yeah, it sounded really heavy. Bit unnatural. So now let us perform it again without the redundant words. This is the correct version.
Yeah, start again.
Hey, can we discuss our plans?
Sure. I will go back home at 6, so maybe after that.
Okay. Can you explain the details later?
Wow, that is so much smoother. The whole conversation just breathes better.
It really does. It sounds so much more natural. Let us have you practice the correct natural sentences from that role play.
Good idea. I will say the phrase, and you repeat it out loud. We will leave a deliberate pause. Discuss our plans.
Great. Let us try the next one. Go back home at 6.
Perfect. And the last one. Explain the details.
Awesome job today. You are doing so great. We are going to gently wrap up our lesson here.
Yeah, you put in some really hard work today. And just remember, making these small adjustments will instantly make your English sound more fluent.
Absolutely. Placing your pronouns correctly in the middle, using the ing endings, and ruthlessly cutting those extra words makes a huge difference.
It is funny, though. English is full of these weird contradictions.
Oh, totally. What do you mean by that exactly?
Well, sometimes the language demands strict extra structure, like forcing you to squeeze a pronoun right into the middle of a phrase just for the rhythm. But then, other times, it acts completely minimalist. It demands that less is more, like dropping the word about after discuss.
That is such a good point. It keeps your brain sweating, that is for sure. So, we want to leave you with a final challenge to explore on your own.
Yes. The next time you sit down to watch an English movie or a TV show, really listen closely. Do not just listen for the plot.
Exactly. Try to spot the native speakers using these very patterns in real time. Listen for them dropping a pronoun perfectly in the middle of a phrase.
It is actually really fun once you start noticing it. It changes the way you hear the language.
It really does. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share the Real English podcast with your friends.
And if you want to review today's lesson, I uploaded a free PDF summary in the description and in the comments. Feel free to download it and study at your own pace.